Are you ready for the future of technology? Okay, so the world might not be quite ready for Tablet Man. Luckily, there are 5 other choices that are almost as cool. Coming in at number 5, we have something you've probably been hearing a lot about lately, 4K. So even though it's a big buzzword being slapped on lots of TVs and cameras right now, 4K is simply a resolution. Your typical TV is 1080p. However, 4K just means that there are 4 times as many pixels, at a resolution of 3840 by 2160. This allows 4 times as much detail to be captured by a camera or displayed on your TV, which is definitely a good thing, but the downside has been price. These things have been expensive. This time a year ago, a 4K TV would run you $20,000. But today you can go on Amazon and buy one for less than $700. Not only that, but at CES this year, we also saw some different types of ultra high definition TVs, including curved models. All of this is great, but unless you're a Hollywood studio, actually recording anything in 4K has been crazy expensive. Panasonic recently showed off their GH4, which will be capable of shooting 4K video in a nice and small package for a lot less than the $10,000 plus of most 4K cameras. Sony also showed off a 4K Handycam that's somewhere between a pro and consumer camcorder for $2,000. And you might already have a 4K camera if you have a Galaxy Note 3. Believe me, 4K is coming. At number 4, we have something just a little different, electric cars. Now, this isn't strictly new tech, as the first electric car actually came out in the 80s. The 1880s, that is. While cars have definitely evolved in the last 100 or so years, at one point electric cars like this were much more popular than their gasoline-powered counterparts. While that probably won't change tomorrow, electric cars are definitely making a comeback, and they're loaded with lots of cool technology. Take the new BMW i3 for example. Not only is it made mostly of carbon fiber, but inside you'll find a 170 horsepower electric motor good for over 100 miles on a charge. The Tesla Model S looks a lot like a normal car from the outside, but powering it is a few thousand of these guys, essentially the same batteries as you would find in your phone or laptop. While they're still a bit impractical, especially when you consider range, an electric car is easily one of the coolest bits of new tech that you can buy today. Coming in at number 3 are all the new ways to game. After the Xbox One and PS4 dropped late last year, and with PC gaming at an all-time high, the future is looking very bright for gaming. On the console side, Sony just showed off PlayStation Now, a way to stream PS3 games on a Vita, PS4, or even a TV or phone. Since it's relying on your internet connection, there's almost no limit to where Sony could bring this, and they even have plans on adding some PS1 and PS2 games to the mix. Taking a slightly different approach is Razer, with this monster of a gaming PC codenamed Project Christine. This takes all the normal parts in the computer and makes them modular, so that swapping in a new piece of hardware is as simple as plugging it in. Somewhere in the middle are Steam machines. Valve is pushing these as an alternative to a console, and they're essentially tiny little PCs made specifically for gaming. They come with a crazy looking new controller as well, that drop standard sticks for touch sensitive, whatever you call these. Pretty much regardless of what kind of gamer you are, 2014 looks like a killer year. At number 2 is wearable tech. In the last few years, we've seen huge explosions in smartphones and tablets, but now a few very big companies are making bets that wearables are going to be the next big thing. Google is one of the first out with Glass, a very expensive pair of glasses with essentially a phone built in. There's a screen and the ability to run apps, as well as snap pictures using the integrated camera. If glasses aren't your thing, Pebble have arguably the best smartwatch out there already, and the new Pebble Steel aims to step it up a notch. Where options like the Galaxy Gear fall short in basic areas like battery life, the Pebble lasts for quite a while and boasts a new app store to make it more useful in its own right. And that's not even starting to go into what hasn't come out yet, including the Apple iWatch. So wearables are definitely something to keep an eye on this year. And at number 1, we have the one and only Oculus Rift. So this is a slightly different type of wearable, but it's absolutely the thing that I am most excited for this year. Oculus Rift is a virtual reality headset that really does bring you inside the game. The latest Crystal Cove prototype shown at CES this year combines a high-definition screen with full motion tracking. When you put the headset on, it allows you to look all around the game world, which works incredibly well. I have a more in-depth video on Oculus Rift, and I'll have that linked in the description, but this is really the first time that virtual reality has made sense. Major companies like Valve have already begun supporting the Rift with games like Half-Life and Team Fortress, and CCP, the guys behind EVE Online, have EVE Valkyrie, which looks to be the first major game to be designed specifically for the Oculus Rift. Out of all the advancements in gaming, I really do believe that Oculus Rift and VR are one of the biggest changes that we've seen in a long time. And it really makes me excited for the future, but what do you guys think? What's some of the big, cool, awesome new tech for 2014 that you guys are excited about? Definitely be sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, I wanted to give a big shout out to Audible for making this video possible. Audible.com is a leading provider of audiobooks with more than 100,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, including fiction, non-fiction, and periodicals. I love that Audible makes videos like this possible because it really is something that I use all the time, whether I'm in the car or listening to it on my tablet. One good book to check out is Looking for Alaska by John Green. Now, everything he writes is awesome, but this is a great place to start. If you guys haven't tried Audible yet, all you need to do is go to audible.com/Austin to download Looking for Alaska or any book you want for free when you try Audible. It's an awesome service, I use it all the time, so definitely be sure to go check out audible.com/Austin and give it a shot. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel for lots more tech videos like this, and I will catch you guys in the next one.